Jealousy and Betrayal, the Shanquella Robinson story. Guys, let's take a Christian perspective on this whole incident that happened with Shanquella Robinson. Her untimely demise at age 25 was a horrific way to go. And let's talk on this. If you're new to our channel, welcome, and welcome back, subbies. If you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and also give us a thumbs up if you like this episode. Also leave a comment. We would love to hear from you. And hit the notification bell for new upcoming videos. Okay, guys, let's get into it. Jealous people scheme. Jealous people scheme. People will scheme to do evil on you if they are jealous of you. Nehemiah, in the book of Nehemiah, chapter 6, verse 2 to 4, said, "But they were scheming to harm me. 4 times," he says, "they sent me the same message, and each time I gave them the same answer." People will try to betray you by befriending you. So if you have not been close friends with someone for a long time, and then out of the clear blue they want to befriend you and they try to get you to go certain places with them, to lure you, they try to lure you away from your from those that you are actually close with. You have to be aware of this. They could be jealous of your success. They could be scheming to do harm to you. Nehemiah was being lured away from rebuilding the wall around Jerusalem because he had a lot of people opposed to this. They did not want to see the Israelites regain power and see Jerusalem rebuilt. So they were scheming to lure Nehemiah away so they can kill him. And he realized this, and the book of Nehemiah is all about him standing strong against his opposers and against those that were intimidating him and scheming to kill him. And it's a good book to read to gain strength against people trying to intimidate you and trying to scheme to harm you. Unfortunately, Shanquella Robinson was not so lucky. She trusted her friends. These were people, at least one person was someone she actually was very close with, and she trusted him, and he, I think, as reports put it, introduced her to a few of the friends that she went away with on vacation. Now, it was 6 friends that went on vacation with Shanquella to Cabo, Mexico. And the friends included her best friend, Khalil Cook, of 5 years. And then you had Dejanay Jackson, Winter Donovan, Alyssa Hyatt, Malik Dyer, and Nasir Wiggins. Now, she trusted Khalil Cook, her best friend of 5 years. Who knows how close they were, but she has been in the past on vacation with him, and he has been on vacation with her and her family. Now, Shanquella Robinson was, like I said, 25 years old. She was a budding entrepreneur, and she was very successful, and jealousy could have been the motive here, and robbery also could have been the motive. There's still an ongoing investigation, and we hope that justice comes for her family. 2 Corinthians 6:17 says, "Come out from among them and be separate, says the Lord." When you are at a certain level of success, and even Christians, you come out from among the people of the world. The Bible says there's no connection with darkness once you are in the light. Darkness and light have nothing in common. So you are commissioned by God to come out from among the world once you are a Christian, because you have no connection with the world. You can inspire and motivate from a distance. You don't have to be intimately involved in people of the world to motivate and to inspire and to inform um, the people of the world. You can do that from a distance, because people are jealous, and people do get and people are have a lot of hate, and they can hate you for just being a Christian. People can hate you for being successful. People who have come from where you've come from, but have not made it to the same level of success as you have, can actually hate you and plan to kill you. Shanquella went to Mexico with these 6 friends, and she ended up dead. Um, there were 2 people directly involved on video showing to have been beating up on Shanquella. Dejanay Jackson was an aggressor, or the aggressor in the fight, and she was seen beating up on Shanquella while Shanquella was naked. And then you had another person named Winter Donovan, one of the other so-called friends, who actually was identified in the video as grabbing her neck, Shanquella's neck, and sort of flinging her down. And this is probably when she broke her neck, because she was flung down. She ended up slumping on the ground in a sitting position, and you can see that her neck was really distorted, like it was already broken. And it's a really hard video to watch, and I didn't post it because I don't even want to see those videos anymore. I posted one video, one clip of part of the fight, and it is horrific. The whole clips were horrific, and I caution you, if you want to watch those were really horrific sights. And even though they were blurred out, you just can see that she was already down at one point, sitting on the ground. Her neck really looked like it was already broken. And then you have Dejanay coming back and hitting her again, and this is probably what really ended it all. Matthew 26 verse 40 to 50 says, "Now the betrayer had arranged a signal with them. 'The one I kiss is the man. Arrest him.' Going at once to Jesus, Judas said, 'Greetings, Rabbi,' and kissed him. Then Jesus replied, 'Friend, do what you came for.'" Jesus called Judas a friend. Why? Because he was his disciple. He picked him. He chose him. He was in his circle. Yet Jesus knew he was a devil. He betrayed him, but it was already planned in advance. But this is what you have to look out for. As Christians, we have to look out for betrayal from so-called friends and so-called family even. You have to look out for people who show you a good face and have no good intentions for you. And this is something we must all be aware of, especially as Christians. Even as a Christian, people will hate you because of your faith. And you have to be careful. They will even conspire to harm you. I'm sure Shanquella never expected her best friend Khalil Cook to just abandon her and not help her. As we know, Dejanay Jackson and Winter Donovan were 2 people that were on the video clips that actually was shown beating up on her and on Shanquella. And there were also people that were indirectly involved. And Dejanay Jackson, actually, it has been reported that she has been arrested, and this still has to be confirmed, but it is reported that she has been arrested for being the aggressor in the fight on with Shanquella. Well, it wasn't even a fight. It was a actual just abuse on Shanquella, because Shanquella was never fighting back. And she has been arrested in the United States. Mexico has actually sent out a arrest warrant, and would for femicide is what they call it, and they want her extradited to Mexico to stand trial. So Lord help her if she gets locked up in Mexico prison. And this is what it looks like is going to happen, and I hope justice comes to the family for Shanquella. Femicide actually comes with if convicted, femicide comes with a jail time of 40 to 60 years. So we hope that all these people who were directly and indirectly involved in Shanquella's death actually pay the price for what they did. Even those taking the video of the fight should be held accountable. You can hear her friend saying, or her so-called friend telling her to fight back, and she said no. And he said, just do something. And for some strange reason, it sounds to me like Nazir Wiggins, because you can hear the same voice that was Nazir Wiggins actually went on video talking about the incident, saying that there was no fight, and his same voice seems to be the same voice that was behind the camera that was videotaping. I could be wrong, but this is how it sounds to me. So there's a lot of things going on, a lot of I'm sure there's a lot to be investigated, and there's a lot that is going to still come out that we don't know about. But I hope everyone who's involved is brought to justice, is brought to trial, and there is justice for her. She died. A coroner report says that Shanquella died of a severe spinal cord injury, and her neck was broken. Her time of death, they said, was seems to be 3:00. Paramedics were called at 2:00, and or a little after. Were called after 2, and then apparently her time of death was 3. And when paramedics came, someone had called paramedics. When paramedics came, they wanted to take her to the hospital. This was denied by her so-called friends, and she was not allowed to be treated or taken away to go to hospital. And shortly after that, there was a call at about 4:20 p.m. October 29th. There was a 911 call came in, and I believe this is when she had actually expired. So she was denied even being taken to go to hospital by her so-called friends, and they actually left immediately afterwards. And I feel so sad for her parents. There is an FBI ongoing investigation from the North Carolina Charlotte branch into the matter. Like I said, there is reports that Dejanay Jackson has been arrested. She was the aggressor. There was a warrant out for her arrest. She was arrested in the United States. There was a warrant out for her arrest on femicide. They called it femicide. And I'm just sorry for her parents that they had to go through this, and I pray for her father, who had to actually get paid to get her body brought back to the United States. And he said he's not doing well. And there was her mother, Shanquella Robinson, who also talked about a video that is also circulating, where you see one of the so-called friends taking a picture of Shanquella in a hammock, that where she was actually sleeping. She must have been tired. She was sleeping in the hammock, and he is reportedly saying, look at the first dead body. We have our first dead body. And he's whispering this. So were they planning something ahead of time? Why would he say, look at our first dead body? Almost in a sinister way, sarcastic way, saying something, implying something evil. And it's just eerie, and there's an evil undertone around it. And if they were planning something, I hope they all get the justice they deserve. They all get not the justice they deserve. I hope Shanquella gets justice for what's been done to her, and her family gets justice for what was done to her. I hope they all pay for what they had planned against her, and even if it was directly or indirectly done, they are all a part of this evil act. Even if it was not, even if those who were not directly beating up on her, but those who were taking the pictures, those who lied, saying that there was no fight, there was a fight. And something, you have to just be careful of how you act when you go